It's a little bit wet out here in spots. Had a good week of working on the old coach though. Got a lot of stuff done. Got a lot of stuff torn up that's going to need to be redone. Typical. Anyhow, I've had a leak in the back here in a few places. Well, it comes out the corner of the window here on the inside, and it was dripping, so I took that piece of paper towel and dropped it down into this bucket, and it filled that sucker up last time I had a good rain. So I knew this one was coming, so I went ahead and set the bucket back up there, and also taped around the vent. I'm gonna get a fan for that, but I've got this little cheesy vent just sitting on it now, and then like the base that it sits around had some cracks showing, so I taped it with duct tape all the way around to see if that would seal it up. Kind of doubt it. I think it's what it's doing, I think, is coming in from under those clearance lights. You can see 3 of them here, and there's 3 there, but there's 1 on each end too, so there's 5 of them up there. I've got those ordered from Gateway GMC, and they should be here this week. I took the fridge vent completely out, and I had kind of taken the old louvered piece and wrapped plastic around it, and I'd also caulked around the old deal that held it all in, the old flange or base. And the last time I had some good rain, it got wet inside here. Let's go on in there and see how much flooding we've got. I plugged it in. Still don't have a lot of light everywhere, so I'll have to use my flashlight or my phone light or something. So this sucker's leaking pretty good from under here, and this towel is soaked. I knew it was, but I haven't figured out where it's coming from, so I went ahead and put the towel out. I think I see a drop there. Let me get my phone light out here and see if it can, if we can see anything. No, that's like a rivet. So it's coming off of this. Let's see if I can get you see that. There's a piece of molding here at the end, and it's dripping from there. And I'm not seeing anything else up there, but could be. So if it's leaking from the window, it would have to be coming probably from around here. You can see that water dripping above the window. I'm not sure why that whole aluminum strip should be sealed up, that I replaced, or I pulled it off and cleaned it out. But here at the back of this window, I think I dug the caulking out of that and was going to replace it, but didn't get around to replacing it. So that might be the issue right there, right in here. It's kind of pretty good gap there. So when things dry up, I'll kick that Lexol. I'll fill that with some Lexel and see if we can stop that business. I got the window tint scraped off of this side window. Still need to do the final cleaning on it. It's, well, not final cleaning, but it's still got some glue and such on it. So let me get a light set up and I'll show you what's going on here. Oh, but first let's go check this leak here. Oh yeah, it's still coming down. It's leaking pretty good through there. I think that bucket and rags got caught it though, because it was running back into here, and it's ruined this little header panel that's like called a hamper. Oops, sorry. This hamper, it's ruined that, so those boards will all have to be replaced. I was thinking that although I hadn't seen any evidence, I was thinking it might have run into here somehow and then run back and got under this and run on down. But I'm pretty sure, based on the side here, I don't think there's anything else for it to leak into besides those clearance lights and maybe a brace for this ladder. So I'll take those ladder brace screws out and put some sealer underneath them while my next seal up here. This window was leaking horribly for years. It was loaded up with junk on the outside, and it has some little drains on the outside of it, but it was not letting them drain out there, so it was clipping over there and then running into here, and that's what ruined all of this. Gonna kind of check the floor under here, but there's really not much you can do, and it's not a structural thing, but it's just irritating. There's my 30-gallon water tank, and then the defroster or heater or furnace hose comes through there, and a couple of them go. There's this little pedestal thing here, is where some of my plumbing and such runs here, this little step. So those furnace hoses go under there, and one of them comes up over there, and I'm not sure where the other one comes up. It may go in the bathroom, but I don't think so. Anyway, I don't think it's going to work really good. Might leak a little, so I'll either put new hoses on it, or more than likely I'll just take some good duct tape and tape it up. This is a bag that I've been throwing some junk out of. So this area here was a closet on this side and then a fridge on that side. I took the fridge out because it had been leaking there for decades, and you can kind of see where this upright is going across here, and it was, even with this, it had 3/4 inch plywood all in here, and then I've got the wall that goes here, but I've got to rebuild it. It's a little bit, it's formed to the roof here, or the ceiling here. It's pretty straightforward cut, and then it bolts in, bolted into here, and there's always some little weird stuff going on. These screws are like coming through from that side. I may have to try to move the tank. This is that 30-gallon tank, to get it out of the way. I'll get them off of there anyway, even if I just cut them off there. I may just bob them off with the Sawzall and then put the wall on with different fasteners when I build the wall back. Of course, I had to build this one little panel here. Pretty straightforward. It rivets around the window frame and onto the frame of the coach, like where these members go down to hold everything together. That's a lot simpler than it looks to fix. The old cabinet face that I took out, or like I said, the fridge on this side, closet on that side, it has a panel up here for all the tank status and that sort of thing, which maybe some of it works, probably not, but it's got the generator hour meter, and then I'm not sure where that fuel level goes to. Maybe the rear tank, something about the, I don't know. It'll become apparent as time goes on. So when I build this back, I'm gonna probably leave this wiring loom a little bit loose. It was stuck all to the wall, all up through here and all the way to the top. So I can pull the little panel out front, get access to it a little easier to try to get it rigged up. Okay, there we got some water coming down right here. See if I can get the phone light up there again and see if I can see anything. Yep, coming right from the top of the window frame. Okay, so that's probably the caulking at the top of the window. Should be able to fix that. Oh man, kind of blowing in here on me. Get this out of the closed up. The little door wood is totaled out, of course, and there's another little filler panel that goes right here. I was leaving it for a long time thinking I might use it for a pattern, but it was so horrible that it's just, I'll just take some cardboard and make a pattern. Probably cut that about midway of that window and make another piece to fill this old piece up here. There's a lot of wood to replace in it, more than I expected, or surely more than I was hoping for, but I think I can make it work. While we're back here, I'll try to pop a couple of pictures in of this area before I took some boards out, but I'll explain it here pretty carefully, I hope. So this had some boards hanging down on both sides underneath this little naugahyde covered bracket. It was hinged all the way on the bottom of that. They would pop up, and then there were feet that would pull out, fold out underneath on both sides. Then make the bed, the whole bed frame, or whole bed area there, you know, with those two pieces. With that folded down like that, with two legs on this side, two legs on that side, there was not any way of getting much stuff back in this whole massive area for storage of whatever, food, clothes, whatever. So I decided to take those out, and I'm going to take these deals here, these naugahyde covered rails, and drop them down the width of a 3/4 inch piece of plywood, and then screw them back in to this piece here. That'll just give me a little shelf or a little step here, and I'll put about 3 pieces of 3/4 plywood across there, and that way it won't be a big bulky thing. If I'm getting in here and pushing the mattress up, I'll be able to just pull this first one up and get back kind of into there, that sort of thing. So I think it'll be a little more utilitarian doing it that way. That was a table, an area where a table was, that folded out this way and was out to about here. Didn't need it. I mean, I couldn't really use it because I'm intending to have this whole area as a bedroom, just that I leave up all the time. I leave the mattress and everything down, and won't have to fold up when I leave or whatever. And it'd be a good day or a good place to kick back and watch it rain, or watch the sunshine, or whatever. This is a little bit narrow for a queen size bed, and I measured it, and they make a full XL that's kind of like a twin XL in that it's the same width as a full, but it's a little longer, and it's going to fit in here perfect. The queen would have been about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches too wide, and actually I probably could have gotten away with that by getting rid of these bulkheads back here, but I think I'm just gonna, that full XL will be plenty big, and sheets and stuff are pretty easy to find anymore because of Amazon and mail order stuff. So that's a weird size though, full XL. I'll just get like one of those foam mattresses. They've gotten pretty decent over the years, and use that back here. It's out about its most disassembled state that I intend to let it get to, so I'm glad you got to see it when it was even more horrible than when I first got it, probably. I'm slowly getting it clean and cleaner. I bought this little thing at Costco. They had them for 70 bucks. They're usually 90. And I didn't really buy it to clean up inside here with. I bought it to have on the road. I like to have a dog at some point in time, and bless their hearts, they're filthy little beasts, so they're going to get sick and mess up stuff. Just nature of the beasties. That's a wet and dry vac, so if I've got something I need to clean up, or a water spill or whatever, I can just hit the carpet with some soapy-ish water and then scrub it in a little bit and pull it out with that and sort of toss it out, and it should be dry within, you know, a day or so. So I thought that was it takes up a lot of space, but I thought it was probably worthwhile for quality of living. And what I'm mainly using is a shop vac right now, and it's working out real good. There's my little, I don't know if you can see it or not, my little Max Fan Dome Plus is the model of it. It's going to go in here. Of course, this is just pretty much open. It's taped up, but it's leaking, of course. Doesn't really matter if it's leaking because I got a drain in here for the shower because it's a wet shower. Bought this little fan. My trusty Patton whole house type fan is finally fallen off the shelf. It's one last time, and it's bent up the blade so bad it can't shut. It just shakes itself to death. And that thing moves a lot of air. It's real focused, which is good and bad, but it's like 800 CFM or something, but it really pushes the air out. And it's a added benefit to be able to put it like down on the floor when I go to run the carpet cleaner on what's left this poor old carpet, I can dry it out pretty fast. So this week has been beautiful outside, and I've got to work about 4 days on the thing, and it might not look like a whole lot, but it's getting there. I did a lot of research on that cabinetry. The stupid wood on it is 3/4 of an inch by 2 inch. So of course everything's a nominal or a name size, and you get right down to the actual size of it. There's not 1 by 2 or 3/4 inch by 2 inch. There aren't any boards like that. So I'll have to figure out a way to rip the boards down, get some ones that measure 3/4 by 3 and rip it down to a 2 inch width. And then the little carcass or the little face of it had those pocket hole screws. I've seen them my whole life, but I haven't ever made one of them, and I looked online and figured out how to do those, and they're reasonably easy. So I think I can get a fairly cheap little jig and do that. Go ahead and build all that out. Man, if I was just back home, I got dozens of people I know that do cabinet work, and I could have got them to knock them out for me in a day, but and plus probably do a better job and maybe add some drawers and all that sort of stuff, but that's later. It may still happen like that. I'm kind of feeling like I'll need to get the engine running again, and that should just take a few minutes to get everything lined out, get the gas hooked back up to it. I kind of want to hear it run again, so I'll probably do that this week coming up. I've got a killer leak on the intake manifold somewhere around the thermostat housing, so I might try to fix that before I fire it up, and it should be, hopefully it's pretty easy to find. It's leaking enough that it's either like a split hose or a cracked thermostat housing or something along those lines. So pretty straightforward. I've got 10 clearance lights ordered, like I may have told you that, from Gateway GMC, and then I've got 2 rear brake lines ordered. So those 2 brake lines and 10 clearance lights, freight and all, will be about $325, which yeah, that seemed it seemed like a lot of money, but you know, if you order it for same thing for some kind of late model Chevy truck, it'd probably be $700 or $800, so I can't gripe too much. Just wanted to drop this. I know that's a rough edit. It's rainy, in case you can't tell. I think you can probably tell. Just wanted to drop by and say I'm getting stuff done, and appreciate you dropping by and checking in on me. Drop a note in the comments if you see something that is just screaming out to you, like, instead of doing that, you need to do that. Shoot it in there, man. I got time. I love talking back and forth with folks, and I can learn a lot because I don't know much. So there you go. Pretty pleased with how it's coming along so far. Once I get that window sealed up here, I think that'll help a lot. It's been kind of irritating to come in and have water all over my stove top, countertop area. I'll probably need to replace this, but that's a standard. I think it's a standard. It's just that it doesn't have any base on it that's showing, so not sure how that works. I'll have to hit Habitat and see if I can find one like that, or if not, there's always Jeff Bezos's Amazon that's probably got 14 different styles and 38 different colors. We're supposed to have some rain the rest of this weekend, and next week looks good, so I'll get back on. If I get anything done, I'll throw another video up. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, and hope you find this entertaining. Take it easy. Talk to you later.